So this is the Cat 275XE Land Management 1 package. Just got it dropped off out here for a demo. It's got the largest bucket they offer for it right now, which is an 86-inch high capacity tooth bucket. Of course, it is the high flow XPS, being the land management. It's got all the Stucci fittings on it they've went to. They don't offer the wide track on these land management machines, which is unfortunate unless you change them out yourself, but that may be something that we look at changing in the future. It's definitely a pretty big machine, no doubt. With this being the land management package, it does have the cameras for the bottom of the track. Of course, it comes with the counterweights on the bottom. Forestry package also includes the guards and the lights here and here. It's also got them on the side, got them on the front. Obviously, they come with the Forestry door, which is like the plexiglass material. That's what I like to call it anyway. I do like how they've changed this quick coupler design to where it's just straight down pins now, and it ain't like the previous one where the cylinder has to come up. Like how they have just one hose right here, so that's all you have to worry about. One thing I did notice about these is the land management over the high flow package seals all these hoses off right here on the undercarriage. Obviously the sprockets sit up a lot higher now, so it'll be easier to clean that debris out. They do have this equalizer bar now, which is pretty nice because it's essentially like what's on a dozer or a track loader, instead of the torsion bars of the previous models that are really difficult to grease on these fittings right here, because now you just have one instead of two to grease. I think the air filter's right here. Hydraulic fills on the other side right there. This is the fuel cap. DEF fill cap's gonna be on the back of the machine on the inside right here. Everything looks like it's pretty easy to get to and service on here. Master keys now, instead of a key, it's a switch. Air filter, fuel filter. Battery's a lot easier to get to now. Definitely looks a lot easier to service and maintain. Big difference. Looks like the reservoir now is a lot bigger for your coolant. The door is a lot heavier duty. I like how this camera's mounted now. It's got the good mount around it. These land management packages, they do come with the Kevlar sealing material that covers this exhaust pipe right here for heat. Much larger back glass, so if you have to escape out the back, it won't be an issue. Tie down points is awesome, having two on the track so you don't no longer have to go to the arm. However, if you do want to go to the arm, there is a securement point here. Of course, on the back, you've still got the back bumper like usual. You can chain here in that corner and on the other corner. Lockout bar for when you pop the cab up. This is almost a 1 yard capacity bucket. Weighs 813 pounds. Pretty large bucket. Let's jump into the cab. This tractor. This is going to be the same cab you're going to have on the 265. I believe it's the 255, the 265, and the 275. They all have the same cab. Lots and lots of leg room in here. I'm almost 6 foot tall. I can almost stretch my legs out, pretty well to what they need to be. I like how they have this arm bar now. Instead of having two that's limiting you, it's a lot more comfortable having your arm right here and then just meeting up with this one. Of course, they come standard with the phone holder now, which is also really nice to have. Window latches are a little nicer now. They just flip up instead of having to roll down. Everything in here is LED. Air vents is everywhere. Have two on your head right here, two on your head over here. Instead of being behind you like they used to be, now they just come all around. So definitely a Nicer air conditioning system. Got your charge ports here, 12-volt plug here. Of course, they're all keyless start now, which is also nice to have. Air conditioning on here, you can just boot these things up and they're all digital. Put them on whatever you want. Set that going. Fan speed is nuts on these things now. An insane amount of air they flow through here. Of course, the screen's all digital. Very nice machine overall. You can hear this air booting up now. It sounds like a jet about to take off. Of course, like I said, the screen's all digital. You got your fuel gauge here and your depth gauge here. This thing does have the cameras, so I believe you go on display. Camera screen reverse mode. And you can do side views. And then when you go actually into reverse, it'll show you your middle and both of your sides, which is nice to have. Of course, these machines do have the telemetry on them. I'm not quite sure how to turn that on yet. I will definitely try to figure that out and let you guys know. Push button start, park brake, hydraulic locks. Turn the lights on auto, which is pretty nice. Every time you go in reverse, the reverse lights come on during the day or night. Of course, you got your headlights, rear lights, self-leveling buckets. You can unlock the bucket right here on the front and detach. Continuous flow for if you're running a mulcher. Windshield wiper, and then windshield wiper fluid spray. This thing does have a heated and a ventilated seat, which is nice to have. You can hear it turn on already. Everything on these joysticks is controlled right here for the screen. Very, very easy to navigate through. It's not hard at all. It's literally all push button on your finger, which is nice. Only thing I haven't noticed, or I've noticed that it doesn't have, is for your radio. You got your volume up and mute, but you don't have nothing to change the songs, which, no big deal, but you can't flip through radio stations if that's what you're looking to do. Horn on here. Got your return to dig mode. And other than that, that's about it on the inside of the cab. You do have an auxiliary switch here, which there's obviously nothing hooked up to that. Got a second phone holder is what I like to call it. I'd rather use that one than use this one. It's got a nice large cup holder now. You can actually put a jumbo cup in if that's what you'd like to do. Windshield washer fluid fill is here now, which is nice. And one thing I noticed about these machines that is also nice is you can now mount a fire extinguisher down here in the floor instead of just having it flop around in your cab like used to. Fuse box is behind me, obviously. Got the window breaker, and then you break out so in case your arms are locked out. Rear machine's massive now. Definitely a nice tractor.